Okay, everybody, we're back for class number 8. Still working on some of our standing guillotine and defense to that, right? So you are always going to be walking away with some form of punch defense or headlock defense. I think those are two of the biggest values of this course is, jiu-jitsu, learn how to defend against strikes, use some palms and elbows yourselves. Then headlock, one of the most uncomfortable positions to be in. We find a way to be comfortable there and effective and escape. So that's keynote themes here. Let's do a little bit. We are going to do a takedown today as one of our guillotine defenses. So I do want to do some break falls for the warm up here. Let's just start with just go down with back falls, come back with side falls, right? So turn them face this way. Yeah, turn around. Oh, so go down with back falls. So back fall, get up in base. Nice, there you go, good. Good, again. Nice, one more. Good, very good. Now just start walking back with side falls. Up. Nice. Yeah, you're getting better at these ukemis. Ukemi is the Japanese term. Good. Okay, and then this will come up actually in a couple classes, but let's see the forward roll. Okay, so just forward roll, get up in base. We're going to use that same move as one of these guillotine defenses with the throw over, right? So we'll see that in a few classes. So forward roll. Boom, nice. Good. Okay. All right, so good on the break falls, good review there. Let's get into our teeter-totter drill now, okay? So you're seated position, and start more here in the middle, okay? Good. Now remember we talked about sort of base for guard, put your hands behind you like the crab crawl position, both of them. Yes, yes, a little less of that. Just a little, yes, you don't need a lot. And then shift them the other way. Okay, so that idea, come back here. Now when I go around, I want you to fall back and your arms on the mat are what helps you turn. Yes. Okay, good. All right, stand up and get behind me. Right. Okay, standing. All right. Now, if you're just like real close to me, all right, like you're about to take my back, all right, how would I use like a teeter-totter concept to get out of this? Right? It's like almost like a front roll, right? But boom, right? And I can land, and this is a different stage of punch defense, but another place that we use like a teeter-totter concept. Right, and then I landed in that same sort of position, okay? So, just another add-on we'll see later on down the line. But teeter-totter, that's a way that we can retain our guard, and that's one of the big things we're working on with these, the punch defense and the guard, and this whole block of classes we're doing, okay? Now, head facing here on the mat. Okay, so, anytime somebody's hands are on the mat, we can put them in a Kimura, okay? So what I want you to do is just grab the wrist on one side, sit up on that elbow, right? And keep your guard closed until you want to get the grip, then you can open it. Good, nice. And then once you get your hands together, so what he's doing is his hand that's over my arm, the one of the shoulder I'm patting, that goes around my arm and grabs his hand that he set up on right here, okay? And that's a really strong grip. Go ahead and do the other side. Right, so we'll do 10 of these, okay? Go ahead. Good, it's 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, nice, 8, 9, 10. Good. Okay. So Kimura sit-ups. We are going to do a Kimura today, so it's just a good way to kind of start adding that on. Okay. So last time we saw the reposture was to take the back. Anytime somebody's pulling our head down, we can just go with that and take the back. We saw that in classes like 4, 5, and 6. In that little block, we're trying to get to the back and take them down and things like that. So now we're going to be looking at that as a form of a headlock or guillotine defense. Okay, so this will be a review. We have done this in previous classes. So when I pull your head down, don't do anything. Just let me pull it down. I'm going to choke you, right? Instead, I want you to, instead of your head going down, you're going to come in and just clench. Don't let your head get pulled over your knee, over your toes. 2 inches forward, you're off balance. So when you feel, and just wait till you feel the pull. Yes, just come in, very good. Right? Pull me. Okay, I'll pull you. Yes, see, you got me in a body lock. I pull you. Yes, good. Sometimes pull me. It even gets into like I can press your elbow a little bit. Right, if you're holding on, I started getting beside it and it's like, oh, I need to let go of that. It's the same thing is when we start to get out of the front headlock with it or the standing guillotine. Okay, so when I'm here, as I'm getting put here, that's middle phase defense. After I'm here, right now I'm here. That's late phase defense. But when I start reposturing and opening my chest, that kind of puts you in a shoulder lock a little bit. Not like that, gets your elbow, it compresses it when I come in. Okay? So early phase is just maintaining posture. So if I pull you in, clench, good. I'm gonna go to pull your head down under this arm. I want you to step in the middle, reposture over here to take rear clench. Chest is gonna open up like when we do our combat bases, okay? So here, yes, and step around, nice. Same thing, we'll do one here. Good, and over here. Nice, okay, good. Now, your leg. I got your head. This is the real value of this defense. The first way that I learned it was, hey, they got you in standing guillotine. You're stuck in their front headlock. And then it was, hey, do you know you can do it as you're getting put in it? That's what we just did, right? You know you could do it to prevent getting put, just maintain posture, okay? So now I've got you here. I want you to step in, open up, boom, right, and then take the back. Nice. Okay. Let's go this side. Here. Boom. Good. Okay, grab me. So look here, and we'll see this a little bit, right? So blocking here and here, that can be helpful, right? And I stepped inside, and see I'm in that 4-point base, that staggered stance. Then, boom. Boom. All right, one more for you. Flip it, good, one more. I got you, hold on. Hold on, go back. Find your base, step in the center. Boom, there you go, nice. Good, go back. Right here. Okay, freeze, don't do anything, go back. Yes, put my hip in, right? So you hip in like knee, thigh area. So now I'm just trying here, step in the middle. Boom, yes. Now a yes. See that? Yes, that was very good. You did everything. You're like, oh, yeah, I'm kind of out, but then you went boom, and that made my grip go. So you put it all together. So early, middle, late. That detail opening and chest becomes very important when you're really in it, right? And then too, just think from self-defense, like we're in here rolling, regular class, you know, I'm not gonna knee you in the face. Right. I might. Depending on who you are. But it's good self-defense to assume, right? Here's the thing, you know, just because you do jiu-jitsu does not make you impervious to getting put in that kind of front headlock by somebody that doesn't even do this stuff. And then you'll be thinking about like embarrassed in your head when you should just be reposturing, defending yourself. Like, man, how has this guy got me in this? Right. You know, it's a thing. People understand, I need to grab this person's head. For some reason, they might not know any strangles or anything, but they're just like, ooh, grab head, throw down, ooh, head. It's weird. And then too, you'll see this in street fights a lot. People will the untrained person will have the headlock and hit somebody in the head and break their hand. Right? Because you know, it's one of the big things we talk about. We don't want to hit bone on bone like that. Okay? So good on the reposture defense. Now let's look at a little striking defense. We've already seen blocking. And what we're going to do here is review the block and then also add on going to the clinch. Okay? So we're here, hands are up, we're making a triangle around anything that could get hit that could really impede us. If you get hit in the nose, your eyes are going to water, right? If you get hit in the jaw, you can get knocked out. So this just forms a little triangle around everything I need to protect, right? And I can come up and protect my temples easily, okay? So we've seen blocking here and here and here and here, and then we can also cover block, right? So let's take a look at doing some clinch off of this. Okay, so go ahead and throw like what we would call a jab in some of the striking classes, a straight punch with your front hand. Okay, he does that. I'm gonna come back elbow and then clinch. Okay, he comes with this one. I deflect, elbow, and he just holds his palm out for me here, and I clinch. Coming in, I'm under his arm on this side, and I'm over on this side. Okay, now I want that leg that's forward to be the same as the hand that's forward. Okay, so let's defend the straight punches, deflect, horizontal elbow, clinch, over, under, clinch. Okay, so we're going this side, deflect, elbow, clinch. Good, okay, and just there, so you got to do palm up here. Good, and then do tricep there. Yeah, so this in the front, this leg is forward here. Let's find our base. Yes, that's what I want you to do every time. Okay, let's do this side again. Deflect, elbow, clinch. Good. And on this, if I'm to the side, I want my palm like this. If I'm in front, we'll put it like this. What we like to do is here to like turn it and raise to get to the side. It is strong here, right? But we're just gonna come in just right here, right? Just for the purpose of this drill, just boom. Okay. Just like that, okay? So, deflect this punch. Deflect, elbow, clinch, good. Okay, arm that's forward, leg that's forward. Good. Deflect this punch. Elbow, clinch, good. Over, so you got under here, so go over there, good. Find your base. Nice. Okay, deflect this punch. Here, boom, boom. Good. Okay. Now, let's look at cover blocking. Okay, so if you throw a big haymaker, I can come here and like wedge my forearm and meet it and lean into it. We've seen that. Okay, you could do this same clinch entry off of that, but we're going to do a tighter cover block here. Okay, so forward a little bit. Give me the hook style punch on the outside, so I'm here, and then I'm coming in, right? And what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna lean everything over this. Like if I wanted to do this throw, it would be there. Do here, so I cover block, and here. So that's getting into just clinching. Let's look at that first, okay? So cover block, here, and then lean everything over that, your head and everything. Yeah, see how you're pulling it down to your hip, very good. Do that same side again. And it's gonna be more of a, yes, yes. There you go. Good, see how you got all my weight over on this foot for the most part? That's just because once you went here, you went, and that puts all that weight there for a throw, okay? Let's go this side. And then flip that elbow over the top, yes. And then come, good, do that side again. Good, this side. Good, don't early anticipate it, start from here. This side. Good. Okay, so from there you got nice takedown options. Osoto particularly, right? And we'll see that in several of these other classes. That's a really good throw option there. Okay, now let's look at that with the elbow. Okay, so give me this hook. If I cover block, I can upward elbow, right? And then off of that upward elbow, I can come in and just punch in the same sort of way, right? So give me this side. Right? I cover block here, upward elbow there. Boom. Okay. So same sort of idea as the other. Just try not to overcomplicate it. Come in for a clinch, off of the elbow. You're cracking somebody, boom. That upward elbow stands them up. This is like a 12 to 6, but it's upward vertical. Okay, yes. So we'll do it slow this first time. So cover block. Here, start with your hands here. Cover block. Okay, upward elbow. And then clinch. And then if you're over on that side, under on that side. That's good. Okay. Do this again. Cover block. Start with your hands here. Cover block. Go back in. You're good. You're good. We're not in a hurry. Okay. Cover block. Boom. Upward elbow. Yes. Look, and then say, hey, you know, right here, you got a knee. All right. Boom. Like I said, we're not trying to overcomplicate it. This could become any clinch. Okay. Like earlier, you were like, man, you didn't say this, but I felt like you wanted to be in the side clinch.
Oh, yeah.
Right? Because you were like, yeah. Well, but that's good. I want you to want to have a clinch option, right? We've had different students that have done really good recently, been doing a lot of the side clinch stuff about getting into the side clinch, okay? So, front body lock, side clinch, over under clinch from the front. Those are all great options. Rear clinch, we've seen all of these, right? So then it's just figuring out what options we want where, okay? Let's do a couple more on the elbow. So hands are here, block, upward elbow, clinch, beautiful. Block, upward elbow, clinch, good. Deflect, horizontal elbow, clinch, deflect, horizontal elbow, clinch, cover block, vertical elbow, clinch. Oh, look at you, good. Cover block, vertical elbow, clinch. Nice, that was great, that was fantastic, okay? So, these are really great reflex drills, help us get down this idea of defending strikes, right? Straight punches, haymakers, hook punches, slaps, right? Anything like that, we're gonna be able to deflect or block those and then go into clinch, takedown, our favorite top control, whether that's mount or side control for the submission, okay? So good job on the standing stuff. Let's go ahead and we'll work next on the standing guillotine defense. Okay, so we're gonna look at a couple of modes of defending against the standing guillotine, but we're also gonna review our standing guillotine, okay? And with reviewing that, we're gonna look at this idea of a late phase defense again, okay? They actually come in, they actually, you didn't get to drop back in base and defend against the tackle. And then we're gonna get the standing guillotine, okay? And we're gonna review that. Each one of these three classes together, we'll see a different way to finish or enter into the standing guillotine. Same finish every time, all right? So what I want you to do, Micah, is just kind of come in on a front tackle on me, right? So like come in to grab my legs, here. Because his arms are not like this, I can just grab around his neck. I just have to time it, okay? So it's late phase, meaning I didn't get to come in. I didn't get to here, like we talked about last class. So come in, boom, okay? So look, this is the side I got on, so I wanna go ahead and put that foot forward. I wanna start turning my thumb in, rolling my shoulder down here, and I wanna leave the head, that arm that's on the head, that's the forward arm. So I wanna leave that foot forward and step this one back, pushing away with my elbows. Okay, so that's the finishing details. Now, when I come in on you, Micah, that's what we wanna see. And you're just kinda here. I come in, here. Well, a little late, that's okay. Let's come back forward a little bit. That's a good one. Good. Kind of all at once. Think about like, okay, we're here. Let's say this is the arm that's forward. So, okay, got it. The elbows are pushing as you're stepping into base, okay? And so it'll create just a keeping me there effect, like almost just stretching, right? Like imagine like just pulling me apart. That's kind of what you're doing to my neck, okay? So, yeah, not bad. A little more elbows forward and it'll be even worse. Here. That's terrible. But good for you, terrible for me. Right? So, good. Now, you know, one of the big important details we talk about on the standing guillotine is turning the thumb toward yourself. That helps with our finish the way we're doing it, okay? If you don't do that, it can also help you get out, okay? So I want everybody taking this course to think about this. Okay, I got put in a headlock, I could get kneed, things like that. So I noticed though that they didn't have their thumb towards themselves, right? I know that it has to be like that to strangle me. We'll also know that if their thumb is up and you feel that, you can just get out to a clinch. Okay? Again, their thumb is up, we're out. Okay? So, I got you here, but my thumb is up. Swing your head out. Yes, yeah, you're out. Clinch me as you do that. We'll go this side. My thumb is up. Swing your head up. Yes. Feel you can go the back with it. You get single, double leg takedown from the side there. Tani Atoshi, our rear sacrifice throw. You have all the options there, okay? But if you notice that, all you gotta do is pop your head out. Let's do one more time each side. Swing out. Yes, good. And other side. Swing out. Nice. Because you can't just pull straight out of a guillotine a lot of times, right? Or you hang your ears up, get cauliflower ear. What we want to do is swing out of that. It's really low impact on our head, okay? And it's just because they're here with their thumb up versus turning thumb in, okay? Now let's look at our takedown, okay? This is why we did break falls at the beginning of class. When I'm in a guillotine, I want to block knees. We assume there's knees. If you like MMA, oh cool, think about it that way. Or self-defense, somebody got me in a front headlock, they're kneeing me in the face. I don't want that, okay? So get me here. So I need a block here at the hip and go over the back, okay? A lot of times when people lift me up, I can time that. Look, he's already very off balance, okay? But I want to wedge here with my arm, come over his back, and go to this side. Then I go knee on knee and step again. And that allows me to go down to the side control position, okay? Once I'm in side control, I want to move my arm to block the hip and move my arm to block the ear on the far side, okay? Then I can get out, all right? Once I'm out, look, I've got knees here, I've got elbows here, okay? Let's take another look at that. He's got me in a front headlock and guillotine. We're defending against the knee strike and going over the back here. I want to go to the side and I go knee on knee. Here. Once I do that, he's going down. Okay? A lot of times what will happen is you will fall and you'll be kind of already chest opened up and you can get a tap with a shoulder choke right there. Okay? Commonly referred to as a Von Flue choke. It's named after a guy, right? So, but Von Flue, shoulder choke, it's just it happens when we drill this technique naturally, very much, okay? Particularly when you don't take that little extra step to help them go down to side control, it happens a lot, okay? So here, block and over the back, boom. Okay, switch my side here, boom. Okay, now once I'm there, I'll go around to the side, knee on knee. Now that extra step I was talking about is right here. I can still get the shoulder choke here, but I don't land with as much pressure on it. There's also here, I break out. I got elbows, knees from that cross body side control. Okay, so that's our takedown. Let's see you go through that. I'm gonna have you in the guillotine here. Okay, so yeah, be blocking that knee, right? There or here, either one. That's a little better, stiff arm. Good, over the back. Now go around to the side, knee on knee. Good. Seeing your head popped out when we fell. So that's why you might not always shoulder choke me. It just came out, right? Now, from here, switch your hands. The other one too. Cross body position. I can't really move here. You got me kind of on my side facing away a little bit. You got elbow strikes here. You got that one, but you also got this, turn this way. Right, so you also got this downward elbow, and you got this back elbow. And look how they work in conjunction. Boom, boom, right? And then two, I'll be defending this, or trying to turn in, and you got, hit me with that knee. Arc your hip up a little bit, and come over that shoulder. Boom, yes, right? And then I'll be trying to defend that, and you'll be boom, boom. And I'll be here, and then you'll come up over that shoulder, boom. Who cares if it's the back of the head? We're not talking about MMA sport rules or jiu-jitsu sport rules. We're talking about self-defense, okay? So when you go down, a lot of times people never bring those techniques up with the knee and how they enter, like it's illegal to knee someone in the head on the ground in the UFC, right? And in amateur and pro rules in every state that you're ever gonna fight in, that is illegal, right? So then it'll be some the things we never think about. And you know what? If I was fighting somebody on the street, I'm gonna do the dirtiest tricks in the book. It's like, hey, it's me or you, buddy, right? And it's not gonna be you, right? So it's like, if I get a choice, it's gonna be me every time in that situation. And that means kneeing someone in the head on the ground maybe. If the ref says not to, he ain't there. Okay, so I've got you in the guillotine again, here. Yes, good. Okay, get to the side, nice, knee on knee, good. Good, elbow on the other side too, nice. Elbow, 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 knee, oh nice, yeah. You see he's gotta get up over that shoulder a little bit. Nice, okay. So, that's our guillotine defense. And also a review of kind of our standing guillotine, but each class we're looking at it a different way, okay? Sometimes they're gonna take us down. Next class, we'll see what happens on that. They're like, oh, the tackle worked. No big deal. We still got that head, we can still finish, okay? So just continue to develop that guillotine choke in your mind, review the classes, and we'll be coming back with stage 1 and 2 punch defense from guard. We're just gonna be adding on to that this time. Okay, so we're going over this punch defense and guard series. We teach this in different phases or stages, and we've seen stage 1 and 2 in the last class, class 7. okay? We're gonna review that, but we're gonna add on to it, okay? The great thing about this little slice here is that it teaches you how to control posture, okay? Posture control is paramount if we wanna defend ourselves when we're in something like a closed guard position, okay? So we gotta keep their posture down. When we do a good job at that, they're not gonna be able to hit us, and they're gonna start making mistakes, and that's when we can do things like sweeps and submissions. And that's really what we're adding this class. Everything else will be kind of review, but if you do the right things is in the review, the things that we learned last class, if you've got those down, these other opportunities will begin to present themselves, okay? So let's review posture control real quick and then start to see what we can add on, okay? So our first two things we're gonna add on are gonna be a sit-up sweep and a Kimura, all right? So come here real quick, Micah. So if he has posture up and he's hitting me with big bombs, like, oh no. All right, kind of hit your knuckle with my elbow on accident the first time, be careful, right? But this is not a good spot for me. I want him down, go to hit, boom, all right? I want to be controlling him. Now, what did we talk about for control last time? Come back. Think about it like your clinches, like you get him down and control him in any way. Last time for stage 1, we saw the collar. We're grabbing the back of the neck and then around his arm on his shoulders. So if he does something like go to hit, boom. I've got that, right? And I need to be with my head up in here so he doesn't just headbutt me right there in the side of the chin. Okay, so here, we're cupped in. Right, now we saw, let's turn. We saw that he may try and bring his arm inside. So we need to be able to pummel there. Right? We also saw that he may try and come under my head, so, right, like that. We'll see a defense to when he does this next class. Okay, come in under my head on this side. Right, so that's when we're gonna pummel, and with his head, we talked about switching sides there. This is all stage 1 review. Okay, now stage 2 is when he starts trying to hit me on the body. Boom. Right? I'm here. I'm getting off to the side, transitioning to this Vale Tudo guard. Okay? But here, this is just a single wing. Right? Is what we call this. If he tries to hit again, it's double wing. Right? I don't want to get headbutted, so I put my head on the mat as I raise my hips, controlling if the triceps or wrists. Okay? So that's just review. Now, let's say we're doing a good job here. Now, at this point, what may happen is he may put a hand on the mat to try and posture up, right? When he does that, if I'm doing a good job, I'm not going to be able to posture up. But I can come over here. Now, look, my hips are facing this way. I want to turn them to face this way. And then this is going behind his back, this side of my knee, as I rotate. You can this is a preference. You can put your foot in between his legs once you get here and drive, and it makes it heavier. It's a little more advanced for the beginner class, okay? I just want to make you aware of that. Let's turn a little bit this way. Okay, so see how my foot is just right there. Boom. Okay, where it can be here. Boom. Okay? Now, let's say this, right? Let's say, you were doing, you switch sides and you didn't get the whole control and he postured up. Boom, and he actually gets up. Okay, so let's go here. So let's try and go under my head. I try to switch sides, posture up. Oh, and I lost it. That is, during the transitions we're trying to achieve is when those things will occur. It's not the end of the world if he postures up. It's only the end of the world if you don't do anything and let him start hitting you. Okay, so let's say we have him here and he tries to go under my head and I switch sides and he postures up. Look how we're coming up and over for our sit-up sweep to the mount position. As we learned mount position in our first class, right? It's in the first 3 classes we really focused on it. We see takedowns to here, submissions, Americana, arm bars, right? It's a very, very good spot to be in. So this basic sweep gets you right there, okay? So this again is just very simply, if he postures up, I follow him, and while he's going up,
again, guys, time. Seek to understand that principle and how it works on the different techniques we learn. And then, oh, now's the time to do that. You do the technique, right? Time. Okay, so Mike, let's get you, I'm in your guard. Now, think if I'm rearing back to overhand you. Last class we talked about just pulling the posture down. If I'm rearing back to overhand you, it's a great time to do that because I'm kind of starting to come forward anyway. It's gonna be good for you to kind of forearm block that as it comes down and then overhook that side. Yes, good job, good job. Just hold on to me. See, you have good connection. I didn't feel like you were like tensed up to hold on to me there. It was everything, you know, like you're very efficient. Okay, so when you start doing that, I'm gonna go. See, I put my hand on the mat. When that happens, grab that hand. Just that, yes. Now abandon that, come up and over my head, sit up on the elbow, come on. Good. Okay, freeze there. Back your leg up a little bit. Put that inside of your legs. Yes, now continue. Yes. Now, that way when you continue to move your hips, your knee can kind of push that sometimes, right? On an old guy like me, my shoulder hurt before you did any of that, so, but some people are gonna be Gumby shoulders. Put your foot in between my legs, right? And bridge into, yeah, that's way worse. Put a little more at your level, right? You're a color belt. You should be able to add that on. And that's kind of the difference, right? Like that's what this means, is that, oh, okay, yeah, I understand the Kimura. Oh, I can add that on, because I already know. It's not, somebody learns this for the first time, it's like a bonus. Just giving you guys a bonus, okay? Because we're gonna use that concept to prevent from being slammed also, so I wanted to bring it up. Okay, so now, let's say I'm just posturing up. We're not gonna do side switch or anything like that. You got my posture control, and you know, something happened, and I was just able to get up. I was stronger than you, so go ahead and just kind of let me posture up. Now follow me. Yes. All right. Good. Go back. Okay, so I'm just starting in the middle. As I go up, you go up. Follow me. Good. One more time. Follow me. Start to sit up now. Yeah. Good. Nice. Control my posture. Put that hand out on that side, so Kimura. Yes. Switch sides. Good. Hammered in there. Nice. Good. Follow me. Good. Very good. Okay. Those are two key options. Okay. Last thing. Vale Tudo guard. This is one of like our academy's guards that we really, I would say, like you say, specialize in, right? It's a very effective guard for self-defense, MMA, jiu-jitsu. It's not fighting somebody right on the center. And a lot of times when I'm controlling posture, we're just right down there in the middle. Here, it's gonna be a little different, okay? We're gonna be off to the side. And we're just seeing a way to control posture off to the side, only difference, and then we're gonna see some strikes from there, which is also cool. We're gonna be hitting with our elbows and our hammer fists and palms, not fists, like not our knuckles. We're gonna minimize the chance of breaking our hand. And then we'll look at another Kimura from there, okay? So anytime somebody's got us in, get my closed guard here, stage one, they've got us posture control. As I mentioned, he may start trying to hit the body, right? So that's when I'm gonna go single wing and then switch to this Vale Tudo guard. If he tries to put his hand on the mat and posture up, right? Like, I don't want that. So what I've gotta do is, my foot is not on his back, it's over here by his far ear. And I point my knee, like here it's pointed up. I wanna point it
try to point it down. You're not gonna full on point it down, but try and posture up now, Micah. Very hard, right? So here also is where I don't wanna be out far like here, I'm talking to you guys on the camera. I wanna be in like this, okay? So here I can hit palm strikes, hammer fist, elbows, palm, good stuff, okay? And then while I'm here, I've got this option to Kimura. Boom, right there. Okay, so really effective thing to add on here. Okay, so from that, just back up a little bit. From that stage 1 posture control, right? If he starts to hit me in the body, I block, come here, right? I stay in close enough to hit, switch back to here. If I want to come here in the legs, I can. Otherwise, I just leave my foot up here by his ear, and there's my finish. Okay? You try this, Mike. Don't hit me in the face like that, though, okay? All right. Okay, so you got me down. Okay. Now, see, I can't hit you in the body over here, but I can over here. Yeah, foot in the hip. Yes, good, good, good. Now start turning on your side. Throw your foot up over there. Yes, good. Don't get too far away. Yeah, you want to be able to hit me. Start hitting me. Boom, boom. I don't like that. I don't like that. So then come on. Yes. Good tap. Posture control. Stage 1, right? I start hitting. Stage 2, single wing. Throw that foot up by the ear. Going to Vale Tudo guard, right? Here, start hitting. You got, instead of fit, yeah, go hammer fist. Hammer fist. Palm heel strike. You got, use them in combination. Start hitting me with, like, both hands. Like this. Sorry. Yeah, you do it to me. Yeah, right there, right there. Now do like a palm with one hand, a hammer fist with the other. Boom, boom, elbow after that. Yes, now Kimura. Right? Soon as I get tired of my face getting beat in, and I'm like, oh, stop, boom, you turn and attack the arm. Okay? Let's go with that again. Okay. Boom. Good. Boom. Nice, nice. I don't like that. Good. Good. Okay. Last thing. This is for, we're gonna see in the next class when somebody puts their arm under our head. This class is gonna be what people commonly call a cross face. It's an arm across the neck or throat, right? I always joke when I teach this in any situation. I used to think this was a submission when I was like a brand new white belt, right? And there were no belts at that time. We just did no-gi, right? At the MMA gym I trained in. So it's not a submission, but it's uncomfortable, right? And I'll show you what I'm talking about. Get here. Let's guard. This. Does that feel good for you? Yeah. Okay. What about on this side? Good?
Still not sure.
Terrible. You know, and I'm doing things like I went to the side, put a little pressure, got some balance so I could hit you more effectively. These are all things you would never want to happen to you, okay? So let's look at two real basic ways to defend against this. One with no stress, really, and one with a little added, okay? Let me get in your bottom. You're in my guard. Okay, so here, right? And I've seen people like grab your other arm and put both, like push like both into me, like real hard. Like that, right? That could be a thing. Or he could just be trying to hit here. So if there's no strikes, here's what I want to do. I want to put my hand into his tricep, give me some weight into it. I put my hand in his tricep. Then I'm gonna put my foot on the mat here next to his foot so he can't just put his knee up and I'm biting with this leg. So when I do that, I've got base and I can turn my hips. If I try and do any one of those things independently, I will not be able to. If I just try and push, put weight,
more weight. I can't do it. Okay, if I just try and turn on my side, give me weight. I can't do it. If I just try and put my foot on the mat, I can't do it. So here I'm gonna go hand, foot, hip. And I can do it. Okay, come up to your knees. Guys, so take the back here. All we do is we grab and we chop down and back. Boom. And then we can start coming up to the rear mount, which we saw in classes 4 through 6. Okay, so hand, foot, hip, chop. That's base. Okay, now, what if there's strikes involved? Okay, so here, touch my face. Can't do it, right? I was watching a video of me teaching this somewhere in some other context, like in somewhere else, and I was like, what's he gonna do, sweat my eye, right? Like, which is the thing, right? I was recently taking a private lesson with somebody, and I did that to him. I was like, I'm so sorry. And he's like, yeah, it happens all the time. So, but he can't do anything, trying to hit me. Right, so from here, look how I'm taking advantage of that overcommitment, right? So there, instead of the base connecting to his tricep, we go to the shoulder. So it's hand, foot, hip, boom, right? Sometimes he might already have lost his base, come up to your knees. And then sometimes I'll have to chop and come in with my hooks. If I hoist up, okay? So you do this to me a couple times, and that'll be it for today. All right, so let's just do the base part first. It's like here, I got some weight on you, so go hand on my triceps, good, and then foot next to my foot, and pinch here so I don't just push your knee down, okay? Now turn, yes, good. Now grab my lat muscle with your left hand, your hand on my back. Grabs my lat muscle, right under my armpit.
This one.
Yes, there you go, good. Now, this leg is gonna be straight on my back, up like that. This leg is gonna be straight down at my knee, straight leg. So chop down with the inner thigh and chop back with the calf. Yes, terrible, hoist yourself up. But hey, not bad. Good one. Okay, it's kind of a scissor sweep. We'll see in other classes a scissor sweep. It's kind of a scissor sweep when you break me down like that. Here, hand, foot, hips. Come up on my back, come down to my knee, chop me down. Yes. Good. Now, same thing, but there's strikes involved. Oh. I cannot reach you. Oh. Yeah, turn on your side a little bit. Start getting that. Pretty intense, I know, but I can't get you. Now do that other stuff we talked about. Nice. And it's not a static holding position, right? It's this framing. We'll see frames in many classes, right? And guys, you know, there's a lot of techniques, you think, right? But there's not an overwhelming amount of techniques. But when you start saying, oh, there's the techniques, and then there's the movements, and there's the ideas he keeps talking about, yeah, there's all that. But if you will just focus on little principles like framing. Framing is something I do in so many positions, okay? Finding base. We saw finding base there in guard. We talked about that from standing. So just learning what's base. What's something we can do on standing and on the ground, So, you know, you can, oh, that's just really one thing. You can start minimizing things down. The hip escape, we use in so many different areas, the bridge, the frame. So these are things, just, you know, be patient, collect the information that you're getting from these classes, put it together, and once you go through the whole course, you know, one full time, and then again, right, like this is, you're gonna go through multiple times in a year, doing all the classes, and we got the videos, you can rewatch those whenever you want, right? But the more times you go through it, these principles are gonna transcend into everything, right? It's just like I was saying, a bonus technique earlier, I'm like, oh hey, you'll be able to do this easily because you already know the Kimura. If you're doing this for the first time learning some of this stuff, wait, be patient, second time through, third time through, you're gonna make some bigger connections, I promise, okay? So, good job on class number 8. We got one more class on guillotine defense from standing, front headlock defense, you could also call it. So, stay tuned for that, and we'll see you guys next time.